Hi, welcome. Um, Welcome to Coffee with Me. I'm Susan B. Lochocki, running for President of the United States of the Green Party, and this is my temporary kitchen. Welcome. I'm back in New York, as you know, and it is Memory Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. I did, and it's August 10th. So we're in August. It's the 100-year anniversary year, and now we're in the month where it happened, where women got the right to vote in the United States. And so, as you know, I'm celebrating all year long so far, all month long certainly, and I'm, really still marching for women and women's rights. And I want to share a memory of when I was here in the United States, in New York State, in Rochester, New York, last year in September. I'd come here to see some friends and just to have a little vacation before I met up with my family in New York and some Swiss friends of ours. And my high school was having a school reunion, so I thought I would also go to that and just see who I see. So it was fun, and we had a good time, but it was sort of time to leave. And I'd picked up some brochures at my hotel of things to do around here, and I found one about the Susan B. Anthony House in Rochester, New York, where you can visit where she was living, where she, made her vote to her as a woman she voted when she wasn't supposed to, and so anyways, that's where she was living at the time. So I thought I would stop by and see that. But then I also thought, I'll stop by at the Unitarian Universalist, which is also nearby where her house was, and I don't know the actual address, but it's in Rochester somewhere. And then there's also the nearby in Seneca Falls is the National Women's Hall of Fame that I also realized was here, and I wanted to stop by. Now, I have to say that, I don't know, some of these things were here, but they weren't well advertised when I was living in Rochester, New York. So, and that was like 35, 40 years ago. So it's come a long way, that they're advertising now, and that, people are visiting. It would probably be nice to have more visitors, but, right now with the coronavirus, I guess that's not the best time to go visit. But when things reopen, it's time to visit again. But anyways, I was really excited, so I went down first to the Unitarian Universalist building. And I was surprised to find out that Susan B. Anthony was a Unitarian Universalist. That was really, really surprising for me. It makes sense now, but at the time I was surprised. And, they had pictures of her on the wall, and, special rooms set up in honor of her and her achievements. So that was kind of nice. But the other thing that I realized when I was there was that I look a lot like her. So if you put my hair up into a bun and you put me sideways, it's the profile is there. So I don't know. It could be, anyways. Maybe I have some Susan B. Anthony blood in me somewhere. I don't know, but I thought that was kind of funny. And this was, I was already contemplating being president. I really wasn't thinking about Susan and Susan B. Anthony. But when I walked in the door and I saw that we resembled each other so much, I thought, oh, well, this is quite unique. I should, go forward. And, I really wasn't thinking about the 100-year anniversary of women's rights to vote at that time either. But that's when I learned about it. And that's when I realized, hey, this is what I want to do this art project on in January and February, my art show with my mom and my daughter. And, women and women's rights and promoting women at the American Women's Club in Zurich is where that happened. And then I thought, oh, this is really, this would be something funny that I look like her. So anyways, as I go then later to her house too, there's more details about the women's movement and her life and the other women involved in her life. And Elizabeth Cady Stanton was one. And now Susan B. Anthony, she was a single woman. And so she had different rights than her colleague, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, who was married. So when a woman at that time was married, everything went to the husband, and the woman did not have extra or private things. Everything became part of the family stuff. And Elizabeth Cady Stanton, she was a mom and everything, so I can really identify with her. But at the time, I was still, sort of in awe of the fact that I looked like Susan B. Anthony. Then I took some pictures, and I'll see if I can find them on my computer and upload them. There's one of me between the two ladies in photographs. And actually now, after the coronavirus lockdowns and quarantines, I've been eating a lot, so I've gained some weight, and now I might even actually look a little bit more like Elizabeth Cady Stanton with, the extra weight. But I have the straight hair of Susan B. Anthony. So that, I guess, is that's my memory. I had a good time learning about the ladies, and then going over and learning about a lot of other women, important women in women's rights, and over the years, from the National Hall of Fame in Seneca Falls. So that was also a nice little added bonus. These things I was not expecting to find here. It's so close to where I was having my junior high and high school years. And, I was really wondering, how could I have been so close to so many things and nobody talked about it and showed it to us? So that shows that, we still need to think about including in the history, when we learn about history, we need to learn about women history and men history. And then we also need to learn about Native American history and African American history and European history, naturally, and Asian American history. Because these are all wonderful stories, and there's probably little places to visit all over and learn things, but if you don't know about it, you're not going to find it. So, with that said, I think there's a lot of hidden history that we don't know about that would be nice to find out about. So, anyway, I'm glad I took the trip. It was worth all my time. I also enjoyed, of course, visiting friends and seeing people I hadn't seen in, whatever, 10 or 15 years, whenever the last reunion was. So, yeah, it was good overall, the visit. So that's my memory for Memory Monday. And yeah, like I said, I'll post a picture and you can decide if I look more like Susan B. Anthony or Elizabeth Cady Stanton. But yeah, I'm sort of a combination of both, kind of. Then I'm now studying to get my driver's license. I have to read a book and pass some tests, and then I can get a permit, and then I have to do some practicing, and then I can go for a test, and then I can get a New York State driver's license. That's very exciting. And what else? I'm going to be cooking dinner tonight, so that's the other thing I'm doing. I'm going to make spaghetti bolognese. It should be good. All right. So, I'm not terribly newsy at the moment, but I am still enjoying the 100-year anniversary year of women's rights to vote, and it's the 100-year anniversary month that we're in. So, it's doubly special right now, and I'm enjoying every day. I hope you are too. So, yeah, we still have some ways to go, but women's rights, equal rights, it's time. Motherhood rights. We need to think about mothers. So, another thing that I realized when I was younger, I used to like this band called Rush. And for whatever reason, we don't hear a lot of this certain music in Switzerland. It's somehow not popular. They seem to only listen, well, I don't know how they work their music, but anyways. So there's a song that I came across that I thought was appropriate, since this is also a day where I usually do like an apple tree video or something, which I did do a tree video. So it's a song called The Trees by Rush. And although it's good, the words are really important. So what I might do is I'll put the words into the connecting sheet there, so you can have the lyrics to look at too, because they're quite interesting. I think you'll like them. It's about equality. All right. I wish you a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by at my kitchen, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.